Good evening, I'm Matt McCoy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Police need your help in finding a suspected murderer that's still on the loose. According to Captain Lloyd Baker with the Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit, about 12:30 this morning, both Northport Police and the Homicide Unit responded to a call in the 2700 block of 37th Street in Northport. Baker says the victim, 22-year-old Victor Rosas, went with Oscar Moran Rivera, the 30-year-old suspect, to the store, and when the two arrived, witnesses saw Rosas enter his apartment bleeding from his neck and was later found dead. Baker says Rivera is in a relationship with a female relative of Rosas and picked her up in the victim's car and advised her they were leaving Tuscaloosa. That's when Baker says Rivera and the female relative drove to St. Clair County, where they stopped and got gas. Baker says when the female relative went inside to pay, she alerted the cops, but Rivera escaped before law enforcement got there. Rivera was last seen in a 2001 blue Toyota Celica, tag number 63G36S1. If you have any information about the whereabouts of Oscar Moran Rivera, please contact the Northport Police Department at 205-339-6600 or the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office at 205-464-8672. Well, it was a rainy day across West Alabama, and some places in Northport got a little more than they could handle. Residents in Deerfield reported slight flooding in several areas of their neighborhood. They said the rain tends to accumulate faster than other places around Northport, but luckily no homes were severely damaged in today's rain. Well, here with a look at the first weather is Daniel Sparkman. Daniel?
We did see a lot of rain today, but as you can see, most of the rain is already moving out of West Alabama here in Tuscaloosa. Just a little bit of showers left on the radar, and that'll all be moving out. And we'll move quickly down to Demopolis real quick and just look and see how we're doing. There were a lot of storms down in South Alabama today, but as you can see, there's still some rain over in Selma, but not much in Linden or down in Thomasville. Now we'll go take a look at if I can get it to go over here, take a look at the satellite and radar here in Alabama. You can see all the rain as it moved through the state today. A lot of rain over the area this afternoon, but we saw about 2 inches in most places, and we will tell you about all that and what we can expect in the days ahead coming up.
Thank you, Daniel. Well, tomorrow's celebration that started on Thursday will culminate with hundreds of people marching over the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma to mark the 46th anniversary of Bloody Sunday. The bridge crossing Jubilee marks the anniversary of a key moment in the civil rights movement, where authorities beat back civil rights demonstrators who marched across the bridge toward Montgomery back in 1965. The Selma to Montgomery March was held in response and built momentum for the passage of the landmark Voting Rights Act of 1965. 2011 marks an Olympic qualifying year for boxers in Alabama, and the road to the game started yesterday in Brookwood and wrapped up today. Starting at 7 years old all the way to 42, the annual Golden Gloves tournament featured about 80 fighters. Teams from all over the state packed into the G.G. Hardin Auditorium off Highway 216 in Brookwood. Coaches say the number of fighters is good compared to previous years in the state.
This is the pinnacle, event as far as achievement and going through the ranks to make it to the nationals and hopefully get an opportunity at the Olympic trials. So, first of all, if you want to make it out of the state and make it to the national level, you first have to go through here. So, and then also, they always put on a good show. I'm out here to support the Alabama Golden Gloves, the 2011 Alabama Golden Gloves. Actually, I'm here every year. So this is a regular thing for me to be here, just to see the upcoming kids that's in the state that's coming up. And we may have some Olympic hopefuls here.
Winners advance to the Southern Tournament in Knoxville, Tennessee. A win there means the fighters go to nationals. Winners of the national event automatically qualify for a berth in the Olympic trials. People from all over came out today for a shot at some turkey. The VFW Post 6022 held their second turkey shoot today. Participants were not aiming at turkeys, but instead at paper targets. Those who came out paid $3 per round. Winners received store-bought turkeys. They were also able to compete in a 50-50 contest where the entry fee was $5 and the winner received half that pot. Participants ranged in age, which coordinators say gives promise towards the veteran community.
A lot of young people come out and shoot at these things, and to me that gives there a little bit more support of veterans and veterans organizations, and it gives them a little bit more of a feel on what veterans actually stand for and what the sacrifices that they've made.
And some of WVUA's own reporters got in the action, learning to shoot the targets. No actual turkeys were harmed in today's event. Looks like a lot of fun. Well, for many young girls, prom is the most exciting time of the year, and for many local girls, prom was one step closer today. Radio station 94.1 and Midtown Village combined to offer low-cost dresses to girls that otherwise may not have been able to afford them. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., doors were open next to Athlete's Foot in Midtown. Dresses were $10, and organizers say there were over 380 dresses available. Proceeds go to Turning Point Women's Center.
It's been wonderful. It's been a lot of work. We've spent a lot of hours in here organizing dresses. At one point I was like, these dresses are multiplying. But we're so thankful and we're so happy. We could not have expected a better turnout than what we have here today so far.
This is like the most exciting day for me because all the dresses used to be like really high, and now this is like kind of a low price.
Organizers estimated that around 200 people were there before the doors opened. They hope to make this an annual event. How to live a healthier life took center stage at Collins River Middle School today. Students ran a health fair with many booths. The school received a grant from the University of Alabama called Learn and Serve America. As part of the grant, students learned about obesity, diabetes, and hypertension throughout the year. The school chose those issues because Tuscaloosa County and Alabama in general have higher obesity and diabetes rates than the national average. The health fair was the final culmination of their studies so they could share all they've learned with the community.
Those are things that we can change, but we have to make an impact and show our community members why they need to change so that we do have a generation that is a healthier generation and a better place for our kids to grow up and that they can be living longer than we're living.
These sort of things that we're trying to educate the community on can be life-threatening, and it's really important that people are educated on them to help them have a healthier and happier life.
Students and teachers say they have made pledges to live healthier lives. Kids in Tuscaloosa got a taste of the bayou today. The Children's Hands-On Museum held a Mardi Gras celebration where children participated in various activities like designing their own masks, eating king cake, and of course wearing traditional Mardi Gras beads. There were things for all ages from toddlers to 8 years old. CHOM holds various events throughout the year to promote different times of year and educate children about all different cultures.
Having children be aware of different culture is very important, and we don't have big Mardi Gras in Tuscaloosa, so it's nice to have some celebration. And one of our volunteers this morning was actually from Louisiana, so he enjoyed that, and it's good that the children can see what's going on.
Mardi Gras is the time when you celebrate, and when
Where do people celebrate it mostly? Do you know?
outside.
CHOM organizers say they're excited for next year's celebration.